Hello, my name is Cliodhna and I'm from Scoil, Clane. The speech that I have chosen is Emma Watson's speech for HeForShe. The reason why I've chose this speech is because she says that both men and women can be sensitive and can express their feelings, and both can be strong. This really inspired me. It also gave me an understanding that both experience gender inequality, and I hope this is no longer an issue in our world. Today we are launching a campaign called HeForShe. I am reaching out to you because we need your help. We want to end gender inequality, and to do this, we need everyone involved. This is the first campaign of its kind at the UN. We want to try to mobilise as many men and boys as possible to be advocates for change. And we don't just want to talk about it, we want to try and make sure that it is tangible. I was appointed as Goodwill Ambassador for UN Women 6 months ago. And the more I spoke about feminism, the more I realised that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man-hating. If there is one thing I know for certain, is that this has to stop. Feminism, by definition, is the belief that men and women should have equal rights and opportunities. It is a theory of political, economic, and social equality of the sexes. I started questioning gender-based assumptions a long time ago. When I was 8, I was confused for being called bossy because I wanted to direct the plays we had put on for our parents, but the boys were not. When at 14, I started to be sexualized by certain elements of the media. When at 15, my girlfriends started dropping out of sports because they didn't want to appear muscly. When at 18, my male friends weren't able to express their feelings. I decided that I was feminist, and this seemed uncomplicated to me. But my recent research has shown me that feminism has become an unpopular word. Women are choosing not to identify as feminists. Apparently, I'm among the ranks of women whose expressions are seen as too strong, too aggressive, isolating, and anti-men, unattractive even. I am from Britain, and I think it is right that I am paid the same as my male counterparts. I think it is right that I should be able to make decisions about my own body. I think it is right that socially I am afforded the same respect as men. But sadly, I can say that there is no country in the world where all women can expect to see these rights. No country in the world can yet say that they have achieved gender equality. These rights I consider to be human rights. But I am one of the lucky ones. My life is a sheer privilege because my parents didn't love me less because I was born a daughter. My school didn't limit me because I was a girl. These influences were the gender equality ambassadors that made me who I am today. They are the advertent feminists that are changing the world. We need more of those. And if you still hate the word, it's not the word that's important. It's the idea and ambition behind it, because not all women have the rights that I have. Men, I would like to take this opportunity to extend your formal invitation. Gender equality is your issue too, because to date, I've seen my father's role as a parent being valued less by society, despite my need of his presence as a child as much as my mother's. We don't often talk about men being imprisoned by gender stereotypes, but I can see that they are. Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. It is time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum. There are two opposing ideals. If we stop defining each other by what we are not, and start defining ourselves by who we are, we can all be freer, and that is what HeForShe is about. It's about freedom. I want men to take this mantle so that their daughters, mothers, and sisters can be free from prejudice, but also so that their sons have permission to be vulnerable and human too, reclaim those parts of themselves that they've abandoned, and in doing so, be a more true and complete version of themselves. You might be thinking, who is this Harry Potter girl and why is she speaking at a UN? I've been asking the same thing. All I know is that I care about this problem, and I want to make it better. I feel it is my responsibility to say something. In my notices for the speech, I told myself, if not me, who? If not now, when? Because the reality is that if we do nothing, it will take 75 years before women can expect to be paid the same as men for the same work. If you believe in equality, you might be one of those Aboriginal feminists that I spoke of earlier. And for this, I applaud you. We are struggling for a uniting world, but the good news is we have a uniting movement. It is called HeForShe. I invite you to step forward, to be seen, and to ask yourself, if not me, who? If not now, when? Thank you very, very much.